Making my way downtown, walking this.
Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You're just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to just go off together? Just the two of you? She's definitely a...
I'm cooking you! No.
What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making some kind of freaky fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'd be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time.
Any second.
When I imagine what's about to happen, I immediately tense up and prepare myself.
Any second.
But... we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something to happen. And 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why isn't Monokuma showing up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What do we do? Should we keep waiting here, or... or what?
What?
Jesus! My best friend! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why would you waste my time and make me wait like that?
Hmm?
What? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words...
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here. Now, can't we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We're all waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting 10 minutes or so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? You'll agree it's a violation. I'll agree it's a punishment right now. It's me you're waiting for. I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey.
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. I'm back, bitches.
Kyoko. My friend Kyoko, who I presume dead for a whole case, texted me this. I lived, bitch.
Kyoko? You're still alive? No, that's a ghost! Stop talking. You wanna fight? Do it at the class trial. You'll need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But it's okay, there's no particular penalty for being late.
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulations did I violate? Am I wrong? So selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially. But I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your asses to the elevator. I'll keep just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed to Kyoko. Kyoko, they really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. I lived. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, now we gotta deal with the ghost. Holy, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Step into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But...
I'll be happy when this trial's all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. We have this 4th dimensional fucking game. You can hear the elevator right here.
Yeah.
That's the sound of the elevator moving down.
Okay, yeah, just to remember. Okay, before this case starts, Z is to slow down time, right?
Space.
Space. And control is to speed up. Okay.
I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
I went to investigate the 2nd floor of the dorms. 2nd floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. And what did you find out?
So...
Just now, I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. Took some time to go over the crime scene first. Can't go to the trial completely uninformed, can I? That's why you're late. Unless you're Phoenix Wright, who just fucking has amnesia during a fucking case. Sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the 2nd floor of the dorms, what's the key that you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which could open any lock in the school. What?
Just a second!
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up.
Makoto.
We could go over the details later after we get through this trial. Okay? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation. Because this is probably the single most crucial moment for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. Class trial's important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? I stepped into the elevator. Door slid shut. This time, the clucking was loud enough to hurt my ears. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it hurts my hand too.
Can't imagine getting used to it. In the dusty darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair.
What the hell is this palette?
I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this. It feels like it's been forever since we got together like this.
Jesus, this is hard on the ice.
This time for pointless jokes and jabs have been passed.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's get on with the show.
Barely.
And so the curtain opened for a 5th time. Daily judgment, a daily deception.
Danception.
I'm the fucking mastermind the whole time.
Holy
A
shit.
deadly betrayal, deadly riddle, deadly defense, deadly faith, a deadly cost trial. Let's save
Alright.
that fucking prep music. Alright, so bullets. We only have 18 this time. Monoguma file. The identity of the body is unknown. They were dead before the blast. The victim of the knife stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They struck in the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but they were at least several days old. So basically, we extinguished the body. The upper half was soaking wet. The bottom was remained dry.
Yes.
Fake nails. Tattoo on the right hand. Looks familiar, huh? Fragments near the body were from the Monokuma. Yeah. Sprinklers went off at 7:30. When the body was found, Makoto wakes up for the announcement at 7:30. Makoto and Aoi arrive at the dining hall. 7:30 to 9, Makoto meets everyone in the gym. Knife at the crime scene, same one that Makoto was given, and there was an attacker in his sleep. A tarp, one side is completely dirty, one side is completely clean and dry. Chicken coop chickens, it went from 5 to 4. Byakuya said there's no corpse in the garden at nighttime after last night. The body stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. However, there's no blood on the ground around the body. Ultimate Soldier. There's only 16 participants in the killing game. Kyoko wears gloves to hide something she doesn't want anyone to see. It was found in Kyoko's room and it opens the lockers of the dojo. Inside there was titanium arrows, 10 in total. There was bloody duct tape. And Kyoko's account, she used Monokuma's secret tool which grants access to any room in the school. So she has basically a fucking magic key. Let's set some skills.
Yeah,
We got envious influence.
Increases influence gauge by 5, effective during class trial.
Oh, okay, you're filled now.
Oh wow.
That actually gives you more health.
Well damn, actually I need that.
And let's finish preparation. God, trial. Now I don't have to talk anymore, thank God.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Okay,
So,
you can skip.
if you can, then I'll...
Yes. What's that? Okay.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Are you high again?
Holy
But
shit.
Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
He's the super
There's a
ghost.
limit to how much
Ghost too.
ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the
This
traits
is
of the
actually a
dead body.
conversation we could have.
Yeah.
Her traits?
Because you're a dumbass.
Kyoko's gloves.
I got it!
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of health!
They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
I had like 5 before, now I have like 10?
In that case, I think it would be
Yakuya's
helpful
fucking
if
skills.
someone explained why she
Fucking
actually
plot
wears
armor.
those gloves.
Oh shit! That's why he's still alive, despite his attitude.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way the corpse is Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here in case we move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... Yeah, you have to prove Kyoko isn't a ghost.
It's the fucking fingernail, isn't it? Yeah.
Or the tattoo. Fake nails.
Fake nails are tattoo.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Yeah, okay.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
It was pretty
No,
obvious.
that's wrong.
It's always Hero at the
It's
start.
always Heroes. It's always Heroes'
He always says
assessment.
some dumb shit and then like...
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body
You
doesn't
said
belong
it.
to
She
Kyoko.
knows it's custom fit for her.
Yeah.
She knows who she is, then. She's bullshitting, isn't she?
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Hero's getting the shit now.
Fucking
Yakia,
court case room is so hideous.
it's like a circus.
Not even circuses look better than this. Alright.
Maybe Monokuma designs them, what do you expect?
Some of the other cases had good, like, cool-ass rooms.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can
Oh,
do,
wait,
right?
crap.
I missed.
Well, I know what it is.
I fired
so...
and I missed.
I'm fired! I'm fired again! I missed both times!
Then who died? There's gotta be some... I don't think so. The face
You're
was
spinning
scorched
fucking
beyond recognition,
thing.
and there wasn't any description.
Bam!
in the Monokuma
It's getting
file.
harder.
Can't identify the body.
Oh, you're lucky in that.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
Huh?
Huh?
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Oh god. Come back, we don't have time to waste, we must keep going.
What the fuck is this?
He put me soul in
Seriously?
it.
They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
If I'm clear, that would be the...
Profile.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Oh boy, your favorite minigame.
Oh god. What we got? Probably gonna be Wolf or something. Okay. It's Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay. Ones!
Imagine if like actual fanmade was like this, fucking psychedelic.
Jesus.
Now I understand.
McClone is tiny, just broke up.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. And that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Oh boy.
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
Please don't have another flashback. Please don't have another flashback.
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba?
The 16th
She's been
student.
gone
Watch
this
out for
whole
her.
time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
Stop breaking the fourth wall, please.
Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are.
Oh, family
I
name.
stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no. There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along.
Holy shit.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be two suspects.
I got it! You've narrowed
It was
down
Sayaka.
to Kyoko.
He's still alive.
Right?
Oh my god. Because
Why
the
do
knife.
you say that?
Remember how she
Allow
failed to
me
stab
to
Leon?
explain.
She didn't fail to stab Mukuro.
Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
Well, the suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been
10 o'clock.
around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go
got
get
the
the
pickaxe.
pickaxe.
Time when body was discovered.
9 o'clock.
Yep.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Tope, what time is it? What time? Wait, what?
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already
that's an
asleep before
11-hour
nighttime
gap.
hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Find an alibi for that period. I just the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. Time for the rave, boys. The music starts fucking blasting and Makoto pulls out a gun. Truth bullet time, bitches, and starts shooting everybody.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have
Probably
any
7:30 in the
objections, now would be the
sprinklers.
time.
I think so.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Oh yeah,
and
by
9
the
o'clock
way,
in the
yeah.
morning.
Beat 3 has a really good
Makoto
remix of
doesn't
this
have
song.
an alibi for most...
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Oh.
Nope. Do I have to copy something?
Shoot!
No, I don't think so. Well, you have a lot of chances. Look at that time. Oh god. Wait,
Yeah.
what do you
We've
have?
established a time frame for the murder.
Sprinklers, blood body.
It took place somewhere
Fragments
between
nearby.
10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
No, don't use
Yeah,
fragment.
from 10 o'clock
You
to
try
7:30.
full body analysis.
That's more than enough
Because
time to
remember, it
commit
was
murder,
wet.
I should think. So Makoto,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you have any
But, like,
objections,
part of
now
it.
would be the time. We've established a time
Oh yeah, that's
frame.
right.
It took place
It would
somewhere
specifically be
between 10 o'clock
sprinklers
at
if it was,
night and 9 o'clock
Wait, no,
in the
no,
morning.
what?
Yep.
And Makoto
Wait,
doesn't have
shoot
an...
sprinklers
Yeah,
with
from
10
10
o'clock.
o'clock
That was the
to
Yaki said it.
7:30.
Because, like, it couldn't have
That's
happened at
more
10
than
o'clock
enough time
because
to
the body
commit
would have
murder, I
slept, right?
think.
Found it.
So Makoto, if
What do you mean by shoot sprinklers with 10 o'clock?
You're just going. So, the sprinklers go off at 7:30, right?
Yes.
The Yaki was trying to say the body was found, or like, they could have been killed between 10 o'clock at night and 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Or 9 o'clock, right? But if
Oh.
the sprinklers went off, Hey, you know what I mean.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Switch to sprinklers, and I'm
It
pretty
took
sure.
place somewhere between 10 o'clock and
Wrong one. Shit.
Okay, well at least you're not wasting time.
Shoot!
Back around.
It's a hit.
Shoot,
We've
fired and I
established a
missed.
time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock.
There we go.
No,
Okay.
it's wrong.
One person you'd think that was not wrong.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Fuck it. Yes, I am.
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why.
You can't prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. Rhythm game time.
Oh god.
Remember,
I don't remember the controls.
I admit
remember tab is to
nothing.
reach. Right click to lock, left click to shoot. Tab is load.
Are you trying to blame me?
And you press space to do
Nothing.
a super attack.
No. That's enough. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing.
Okay.
That's enough. Are you trying to
What are the
blame
letters
me?
in the background?
I admit
What
nothing.
does it say?
What?
No.
What do you mean?
There's like letters flashing in the background.
I don't see it.
Trying to blame me?
Like you see,
I
it's
admit
gone now.
nothing. I'm right about this. I admit
Oh, God.
nothing.
You're out of
No.
like final strike.
Alright.
How can you say it wasn't the
Body before
sprinkler?
explosion. Shit.
Fuck.
Press space
You
again.
don't know anything.
Oh yeah.
Get reload really quickly.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing.
Alright.
How can you say it?
This should prove it.
Okay. There we go.
How many times have we got to play a fucking rhythm game?
I don't know. My hand's going numb.
Just remember what the body was
Makoto,
like after the
it's time to
explosion.
play some Friday
and you'll
Night
see why
Funkin'.
it wasn't the sprinklers.
Yes, mistress.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac! I'm so sick of her.
Let's just
Okay.
move on.
Yeah.
The reason only the top
Good
half
idea.
was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
Well,
So if the sprinklers
admit your
didn't
mistake.
get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night.
So there's no way.
Oh wait,
Makoto
shit.
could have
I
done it.
zoned out for a
I
moment
guess you
during the
have no
dialogue.
idea.
Fuck you, Kino. You don't get to
He
speak.
did it, me too.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Yoko's the only one without an alibi. Which would mean that Murkuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone that's...
I'd just like to say one thing. If
Shadow
you
the
vote for
Hedgehog
me
is a bitch
and I
ass
die
motherfucker.
here, The mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far
Just like
into the game,
Gigi-Ro, okay.
and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time. Stop wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss. Shutting up now.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
You're throwing me under the bus, okay.
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Or something that's over the body.
That was the tarp. There you are.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Oh fuck. I just jumped from one frying pan to the next. Let's go!
Why would Kyoko say that? How would Kyoko want to make me look like the killer? Oh, I can't think about that right now. Harp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, Harp must have touched the body, right? Body.
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said by spinning around in circles. I have to drop a fat beat.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
I have no idea.
So he's trying to say that the body would not, the tarp wouldn't get dirty if it was facing down towards the body, right? So it would be clean.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it
Which
from
one would
getting
it
wet.
be? No, it wouldn't be exploded body, because that's when it blew up.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the fragments, so it's this.
But the underside of the tarp,
Let's try it. Can you understand why though?
right? It's because
Yeah, because there will be blood on the
Yeah,
top.
okay, we're good.
Since it was facing down toward the of course it didn't get dirty.
Oh shit.
Fucking... I clicked on the wrong thing!
What if it just drank all your time and you got
It just deletes my health and like...
actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
Probably bleach.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh?
What is a stretch?
The blood was camouflage.
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Oh.
They killed the fucking chicken!
No! They killed Pablo!
I got it!
They killed the fucking
Could it
chicken!
have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
Could have gone for the head.
There were only 4.
It's gone.
It's fucking gone, bro!
Bro! No! Pablo!
You're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Why are we not this?
Yeah,
That's school property!
that's another body.
That's messed up.
It's 2
Killing a
bodies!
living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
One half of Hina is vegan, the other one is vegetarian.
I wonder if the
You can't just kill an animal and not eat it.
Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
How does she?
Then that settles it.
I mean, she pretty much literally just looked at the body like 10 minutes.
Sorry.
Oh yeah,
I'm
sorry.
having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the
Time
garden
real
after the
quick.
Yeah, sure.
sprinklers turned off?
39 minutes, we're good.
Yeah.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
Jeez, she's on her neck.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Guy's dead body has been added to. Let's keep
Well
going.
then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Jesus, Hero!
Oh,
See? Pretty good idea, right?
no, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
It's one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Holy cow, I am so guilty. Like, so incredibly guilty.
Why am I the sus?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
Everything is fucking.
Holy shit, it's like the whole universe is just like
Against us.
it's just like fuck Makoto.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
Sure what actually happened. Thought I did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer.
Holy crap, okay.
Guy's dead body, exploded body analysis, fragments.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
I don't, it's,
So what do you
it has
think
to be
you're
one of Hero's quotes. I don't know what it is though.
Okay. So let's see what we have. This guy's dead body, exploded body analysis, fragments of your dead body. Let's look into the bullets. Press X. I want to look at exploded body analysis. Fragments of your dead body,
I was afraid of that.
guy's dead body.
Could be at the bottom.
Murder took place, later the suspect removed, and previously been treated with blood to make sure. So, they put blood over dead body
Yes.
and put the knife through it.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it.
Look, just because I had it, that automatic would...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no
Getting
question.
stabbed is what killed her.
You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
Horrible man you are.
Oh wait, I think I missed it.
That knife to kill Mukuro? No.
The knife we found lodged. It's the same one we gave to
Yes,
It
that's
really
true.
is, isn't it? I was
If he did have that knife, that seals it.
Look, just because I had that automatic would...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No, that's wrong.
say.
Wait,
Just like
hold
my
on.
computer.
The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Victim was stabbed twice in today's body? No, there's no way that's possible.
Monokuma file, right?
Yep.
I got it! The Monokuma
How many times have you
file
presented
clearly
Monokuma
states that there was
file as,
only one
not many
stab
times.
wound.
Surprising.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally
Literally the
forgot.
autopsy report.
It is the autopsy report.
Then the
Or at least
knife
the basic one.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
Yoko's like, actually, that's not the real autopsy report. I have a new one right here. He was
They
at work all
probably
along.
stabbed her to draw attention
Yeah.
away from what actually
That's
killed
your
her.
bad benchwork. I would just be
Exploding
friends
the
with this
body
guy.
afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway
Acknowledged
on
our
this.
intelligence. Wow. Okay.
That's this.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
I really needed this fucking help for the last
Yeah.
case.
That fragment
Not the
reveals
last
the
one.
cause of the
Oh,
explosion.
well, like the fourth case.
Oh yeah.
God, that was awful.
Protein dicks. Protein dicks.
Do you want to know my explanation for that?
What?
Okay, so I basically got protein in D, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking, what's the D? The D.
Dick.
The D. Dick. But that's only 4 letters. Therefore, I have to pluralize it. Dicks.
So, what was replaced in the bottle? Dicks.
Protein dicks. Meaty sausage.
Okay, let's take roll.
Sorry.
You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when
Oh
we
shit, I'm
dismantled
dead again.
Monokuma.
Fuck.
It's part of a bomb.
Hero killed me with his weed power.
Oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine, I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Determine what ultimately killed the victim. Concentrate. song is called Heat Up, just like my computer's heating up. It's actually really hot if you feel it from here.
It's like
Then
pins and
shall we
needles.
continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
I suggest looking back at the Monokuma file.
Yeah, she was
Press
already
X.
told.
Oh, yeah, X. It's the pipe, right? Yes, metal pipe.
Or by an object that's thick as a metal pipe.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
No, wait,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
right.
he's right.
He's right. Oh God, he's right.
Shoot!
That was loud.
Sorry.
You know what? Everything loud.
Then
That
shall we
fence right
continue the
there.
Oh,
debate?
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The
Anyway.
explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Oh my fucking God. I want more time.
She was already
For
told.
7 minutes.
I want more time.
There's only one other thing.
Oh, Jesus.
According to the that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Countless wounds.
That on the file?
Yeah, but they were several days old. That's the thing.
So do I have to correct that?
Then shall
Okay,
we
what's
continue
the
the
goal?
debate?
Monokuma.
The
Full
victim's
body
fatal
analysis.
injury has yet
Body
to be
before
determined,
explosion.
correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, try putting body analysis.
There was
That's the
evidence
file.
that showed she was
Not on
hit
that
on the
though.
back of her head.
Body analysis, body analysis.
And more than
No.
that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
No,
body.
okay, I'm wrong. No, it's
Shoot!
Then shall we
So
continue
this
the
is
debate?
when the body was exploded, which is
The victim's fatal
unidentifiable.
injury has yet to be
fatal
determined,
injury. Try
correct?
scanning that.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Wait, you might have to scan something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But maybe try scanning what heroes
Oh
said.
yeah.
Because we were thinking about that earlier.
What the hell? I didn't click anything.
Hold the button, yeah.
Hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless
it.
wounds across
Yeah.
her entire body. Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal
Injury has yet to be determined.
correct?
There we go.
Yeah, okay. It's always not obvious when you're supposed to scan shit.
Lucero died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon? The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object. But that,
Oh, I bet it was
shit.
the pickaxe.
how is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Stupid.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks.
Or they could
I
just
bet
hit
you
with the
just
flat
hit
side
me with the
like
metal
that's
end and
not
call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
I feel the same way.
about to
Looks like we're on the same page this
Is
time.
this gonna be case 6?
Case 6. 2 motherfuckers are dead. There's no case because we know they just killed each other. Double kill.
Damn.
Double KO.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell
It really
me,
is the
Makoto.
next one.
Surely you've deduced the real murder
What's the
weapon?
real murder weapon? What is enough to cave someone's fucking skull in? Or at least hit him like that? Something as thick as a metal pipe.
No, it's too thin. The wood block key?
No, there's... I wonder. Might have to think outside the box with this one.
Maybe the Monokuma file.
The Monokuma file killed someone, yeah. The chicken. They beat someone to death with a chicken. Duct tape? Duct tape?
I don't know what I was
Beat someone to
thinking!
death with duct tape.
Shoot!
Yeah,
You're back to your original health now. Oh.
it wouldn't be this because that was when it blew up.
Yeah, sprinklers, no, obviously.
There's no blood on it.
Planted in the ground, too. There's only one possibility. I don't like it.
Is it the arrows? Is it the arrows?
I got
What
it!
the fuck?
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Oh, let me guess. The game never gave me a specific diameter of the pipe. So
No,
it could
they
be
said
anything.
as thick as a steel pipe, right?
That's what the Cobra attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Oh.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
One more thing about that weapon. One more secret.
Okay.
Now you gotta think. Now you gotta think for this one. Those are what you're gonna work with.
Duct tape.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master! You have no right!
Oh.
Tape has to fit in the equation somehow. If it comes up down.
Oh, the tape, right? So, first gonna say the arrow is the murder weapon, right?
Murder's with murder weapon.
But he was saying that in the Monokuma file it says it had to be as thick as a steel pipe, right?
If
A
it-
single arrow is not enough steel pipe. But
Yeah, tape good and there's blood on it.
What do you
Therefore, tape was. They blood on arrows?
how would you kill someone
The
with an arrow
titanium arrow.
that also be the same size as a steel
It was
pipe?
in the dojo locker, right?
With the wood
I
block.
have no doubt
No, they'd be
was
too
the murder
small.
weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well,
So I'm just gonna give you one hint.
Yeah.
the weapon
You know
must
how
have
in
been
entering
about as thick
investigations
as a
you have to
metal
like
pipe,
connect things
right?
with logic?
It
Yeah.
seems like
There's
an
two
arrow
pieces
would
of
just be
there's
too
two bullets
thin.
you want to connect.
Talking back to Master!
Two pieces of evidence that are directly
You have
linked.
no right!
What do you mean? Like,
So we got the titanium arrows, the duct tape, and the woodblock cleat. Now, woodblock heat is just to open the locker, right?
yeah.
So just don't think about that. Just think about that's what opened the locker. Inside the locker was the arrows or the duct tape. So that leaves just two pieces of evidence left. So now try to connect them.
The titanium
How
arrow.
would those two things be connected?
It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, because it said the weapon must have been about as thick as it seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
That's what I was thinking.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, I just thought it would fit.
What do you mean with fit?
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used
Yeah,
another
I
weapon.
already explained this because tape something to the arrows. Not like.
Okay, you want me? You're half right. You want me to tell you the answer?
Yeah.
They taped a bunch of the arrows together
Another weapon?
because there was multiple arrows. See?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of
But they're all
duct tape.
titanium, but one is too thin to actually be a blunt weapon.
Yeah.
Tie them all together and they're a steel pipe.
The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
See, that's tricky.
Bundling them together using the duct
Yeah,
tape
that would
would
hurt.
easily create
Like-
a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
Or they could have
It's
just stabbed them.
similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Really been listening.
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
That's a lie.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
The key.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
Protecting me. Doesn't mean I was being attacked. To my rescue. That be when which would mean that Kyoko killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
What? Jackie should know better than anyone. What does that mean?
Hey!
Now think about something that happened earlier in the chapter.
Hell, right?
Oh,
Those words you just spoke.
check his
What do
account
you
real
mean?
quick.
Corpse after nighttime.
Oh, they were in the gym the entire night. None of them were alone at any point. So I don't think it's a count.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker.
I'll get the wood block.
And then left the locker key in my own room. Correct?
No,
No.
what the hell are you saying?
I know what the answer is, but I don't know exactly how it fits together.
It's the woodblock key.
Those words you
What you
just
said.
spoke.
Wood block key.
What do you
else do
mean?
you have?
When the body was
Exactly what I
found
said.
in his account.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room.
Correct?
But could I really have done that?
Yaki should know that Kyoko did. Saying that maybe she... Is there any point to the fact that she couldn't do that? Now, back to earlier in the chapter, what did Yaki... what does Byakuya do? Remember how they were like not trusting Kyoko at the start?
Oh yeah?
And he asked for her room?
Oh shit.
Exactly what
No,
I
I
said.
think you might need to...
I'm not the killer.
Not the killer.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something from.
There's proof that
There's
you
proof.
aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my and then left the locker key in my own room. Correct?
Look at that.
But could I really have done that?
Why did
Oh, I think I might have to hit
Those words you just spoke.
roof?
What do you mean?
when he says proof.
Exactly
Oh,
what
this?
I said.
Yeah.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone.
What the hell?
Did you
what are you
click that?
hiding?
What? I didn't click anything!
Hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the. Is that
I
what you're
didn't-
saying?
You probably
You
actually...
stated a theory earlier.
No, I did. No.
Okay.
If I hit control of space, does it like
You
shoot?
said I hid the evidence of my
No.
crime in the dojo
So what the fuck? I
locker,
didn't click
and
anything.
then left the locker key in my own
Oh, he
room.
switched your finger back.
But could I
God.
really have done that?
Alright, try hitting proof. I
Alright.
love how I don't even know when I played the game.
Exactly what I said.
It's amazing. I can't even get spoiled.
You should understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya,
What are you, Master would never hide something from me.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit.
There we
Let's
go.
go.
That's wrong.
Got 25 minutes. Still have enough time, man.
Alright.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room
Why not?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's actually not true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko told us, an obvious lie. This isn't like her. Try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Feel that threatened. Kill her? Or is it something else? Some deeper said earlier. Both for me and I hear dating forever. Why, like, can't that what happened? Trap the mastermind's laid for us. Mastermind's trap. You guys trying to trap Kyoko? But that's not really true. I do. Slow down your clicks a little.
Oh shit.
Click. Right. Mastermind's trap. Victim was moved. Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Mastermind's trap. Spend all your time trying to avoid danger. You'll never move forward. You know the danger, but the risk means solving the mystery. You have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I just dive right here to expose the lie.
Okay.
This has consequences. Choose carefully.
Oh shit.
I'm just gonna say right now, you can't run away. So, do you expose her or not? Believe in her or not?
I don't know what the lie is though.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the lie is, remember how she said she found a key that could open any room in the school? So, do you want to believe her or not? Don't believe her, pursue the lie. If you do, let it go. Trusting it's trapped by the mastermind, and you want to let it go, but if you don't trust that, you want to pursue it. Your choice. Not gonna influence it.
So, if I get this wrong, basically, die.
It has consequences. Well,
So there's like two different endings?
there's a bad ending.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna let it go.
Alright. My decision. I have to believe Yoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto,
What the fuck?
right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up.
Fuck.
Huh?
Time's up. Class trial's all over. Everyone can stop talking now.
Oh shit, so this is the bad ending.
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
Voting time?
Holy.
Finish the court. Hey, you got perfect grade.
Oh god, so I should have actually sold her out.
That was
Now,
your choice.
who will be chosen as the
Fuck.
Will
I
you
thought I
make
could
the
turn
right
this around, but I
choice
guess
or
not.
the dreadfully wrong one.
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Well, shit. You can come back to this,
What?
right? Like, to the other option, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. All your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Oh,
Yep.
they got it right. Oh, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey.
Makes perfect sense.
Shing.
Same as always, just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills, chills,
Time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment.
Wait a minute. But I didn't do anything.
Wait, why do I... Yoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Yoko?
Let's give it everything we've got.
Well, shit, here we go. Does it just only punish me? God. Did it?
Didn't think this would happen, would you?
Holy fuck. You don't know my death.
Let's go! After school lesson.
Wait a minute! Damn. Well, hey, we get both endings, everybody. All to equal there. Oh. Oh. Oh shit! Wait, where the fuck am I going? Is this the good ending?
This is actually the right end, like
Holy
the right path. Hey, was that? I'll just pause right here.
Holy
So
fuck.
if you had picked to pursue Kyoko,
Yeah?
she would have been executed. And it would have been the same execution.
Oh god.
But she would have actually died.
Oh fuck.
And then you'd have a secret ending. Which actually pays off something foreshadowed before.
Oh my god.
We're gonna do that in the post game. I'll show that
Alright.
scene. Oh yeah, it had to be. Alter ego. No. This stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when they invaded my network. Damn it all to hell, I don't believe this.
It would seem...
Means you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words...
What I'm saying is that you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch. It was an itch. Stupid virus is gone now. Got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. Waste away in a garbage-strewn pit? In a way, that's even better than special punishment. But still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Don? Hey Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
Okay, we're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words...
Now the mastermind's been snared.
What did you say?
Talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Massive high school towers all over buildings in the entire urban area. Like the school stands out at the center of the world. Post Peak Academy brings top students from every field imaginable.
Did I just
The
fucking
government funded
die
school of
and get, like,
privilege.
is this live, die, reset?
3-0. You didn't even come here and manage to graduate, you go set for life. Hundreds of years of tradition sends creeping crop into forest every year, built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes hope a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend to school. One, you have to be already attending high school, and you have to be the very best at what you do. Already a student can over here, scout by the school itself. And standing here at the gate of the open school filled with students. I'm talking to you, Gate Goon again. It was me. Talking to the gates. What? Where am I? Oh, with my head resting on top of the wooden chest. Your body feels heavy and ready. Reggie's back again. Just like episode 1.
We going off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but when I was doing sleep just now. Any class with me.
What the heck is going on? I know. It's the fucking thing from the first 6 seconds.
Oh my god, it is!
My body started to come back together again. I was awake. Or was it just another dream? Dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. No, because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful to be. What an awful smell. It was in a vast dark cavern with the barest light. Trash was piled all across this area. Must be some kind of underground garbage pit. That could be a situation to find myself in, but that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck here till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remember it all too well to what happened. Alter Ego saved me. And he used the last bit of his strength to do it. Well, I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. With that, I pursuit survival began. First up, we'll start looking way out of here.
Oh, there we go.
Locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled, kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here is gonna be. Well, if not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some. There's plenty of food in here, but it's all rotten. That was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquors I can drink and which ones will be an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. It's like I'm locked in on all sides. That's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. Next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. Even under something. That was the only way to preserve what little strength I had after not being able to. Can't be sure, but at least a full day had to have passed. All I did was sleep. Like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. What the? Strange sound pierced my silent isolation. Awake. I watched the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Something fell down over there? Something fell off from above. What could it have been? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever was fell down here with me.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash. Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was. This place smells awful.
Nice sprite.
Yoko,
Indeed.
you look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
In obvious, I'm here to help you. Glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. You gave her head a quick sharp shake to get rid of the trash and face me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We'll talk once you've finished. Thank you. Snatched the bread and water she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth, making its way towards my stomach. Now I know how the people Jesus saved felt. Jeez!
Damn.
Phew, that was really hit the spot. Now I got the energy to keep going. You still haven't given up yet, then. Of course not. After all, the fact that you keep going forward is all I'm good at.
Hmm?
That's not just such a bad thing to be good at. Help. But Kyoko, why you come here to rescue me?
So...
Pay a debt, or no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that, you didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However,
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost. Why'd you gotta survive?
it's true.
I tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other
is
words,
so I can do what I came to school to do. What? Made up my mind to come to Hope Speak Academy for one very important reason. You have some reason to come in here?
indeed,
Right, at least I did once. Once. Until recently, I've forgotten what it was. Forgot, but that's... No memory, yes. Amnesia, haha. That it really is true, you lost your memory?
Makoto.
You remember, Makoto? You remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at school? First thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted, too, and when I woke up, that was a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. What will make you forget all of that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It's much too Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. Why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I could come up with. Because my purpose and my abilities, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. The mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, then why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked at one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there was always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it, it's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind is one of us. Believe that, and of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there's a limit to what I could do on myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you're the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an already kid might be mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Just like the dream I had before, but... Why did it just happen?
Listen.
Okay? Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
No, I still trust you. Just I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just their personality. And again, for the third time. Said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. How'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was able to finally recall my purpose and my ability. Mentioning your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective.
I had a feeling that it was...
Yeah.
Being like, she just slaps corpses like nothing.
Exactly.
And, like, do like an entire autopsy within 10 minutes? Like...
The ultimate detective. And the reason I came to Low Peak Academy. For someone I had to find in this school. I had to find someone. Who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster. Headmaster? Why do you want to find headmaster? Because he's my father. What?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became headmaster of Hope's... Yoko's dad. Is Hope's Peak headmaster? That explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
No matter what?
My memory hasn't come back at that point. When he said that, I felt strange. Perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I seen stuck in the headmaster. What did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers were dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor dorms using the key I found. Why there? I also found it in the headmaster's room. Some kind of map?
Indeed.
Layout of the entirety of Hope Peak Academy. Found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and the key. So the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. I figured the headmaster would have some sort of private room there. I assumed if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
That's when I finally remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. I went there to see if the headmaster really had a private room there.
However...
Once I got there, I noticed the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. What was it like? The part of the school, I mean. Hard to describe. All I could say is... The moment I saw it, I realized. Whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
Can't explain it. You need to do it for yourself, and I've got the chance to. Sounds like it must be important. Really ominous.
And click again!
Okay.
However...
Of course, once I got to the second floor doors, no cameras and monitors. I had no idea what was going on inside the rest of the building. Has to do with Mukuro, doesn't it?
However...
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So who did kill her?
Anyway...
What can I say for sure is the mastermind was directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial for Ukasaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they could disappear directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly.
In other words...
Adamant about following the rules. Step in. Couldn't be killed me themselves, they try to use the class trial to do it. Step in because of the rules. Makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by school regulations.
Hey.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of... What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. Could have been you, Makoto. Could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You mean... during the night? I can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the god of death.
Whoa, okay.
What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me to like this.
Anyway...
Exactly what happened to you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away and I followed it and I saw a shadow go into your room.
Correct.
Ran into your room. Saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... whoever the mass assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the Dojiki wound up in my room. They all had to be the worst of the mastermind. I had to use the class trial to do it. So that means with whoever killed Mukuro was also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if it's true. The mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
Right, that is a contradiction. It's just not Mukuro. The class trial to kill me was they're ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words...
It means the mastermind's the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. the identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair. No doubt that Mukuro is the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not.
Indeed.
Think about it, the ultimate despair seems to influence whoever caused the event. Talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago, the longest fucking sentence.
The tragedy. Possible.
They're the ultimate despair,
It would seem...
a despicable group whose purpose and motivation comes from despair. And they're,
Indeed.
make no mistake, they're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair, and our real enemy. And
Damn. And nothing goes down.
survived the chapter. Hey, we got the rocket!
We got the rocket from the opening.
Alright, I think we're done for today. That was a long-ass episode.
Holy shit.
Alright. An hour 35, this is an extra long one. So, we'll see you next time we record for the final finale of this shit.
Yeah.
The last chapter. Yep.
See you like later or something. Because like I'm done college in April or something. So.
Alright, we'll see you then.